Hi kindergartners, it's Mrs. Schiller here. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this winter hat and my scarf, and that's because today we're going to be reading a story called A Cold Day. In fact, you might have some connections with the character in our story because it's probably pretty cold at where you live too. But before we read, let's warm up our brains with a sight word game. This is called What's Missing. I'm going to show you a sight word, and then I'm going to erase one of the letters, and you have to figure out what's missing. When I pause and go like this, then you can shout it back to me. Are you ready? Here's our first word. This word is into. You say it. Good job. I go into the box. All right, now I'm ready to erase. Which letter is missing? You're right. The O is missing. Good job. Let's try another. This word is will. Now you say it. Good job. Will you play with me? All right, time to erase. Which letter is missing? The I. All right, here's an easy one. This word is be. I want to be a doctor when I grow up. Time to erase. What's missing? You're right. The E is missing. Good job. All right, two more. These ones can be tricky. This word is who. Now you say it. Good job. Who is your best friend? Time to erase. What letter's missing? W. You're right. Good job. All right, last one. Our new word is that. That is my sled. Time to figure out what's missing. You ready? What letter's missing? A. Ta-da! All right, boys and girls, it's time to read our story. Now, our story is going to have some sight words you already know, but it's also going to have some new words that you might not know yet. So Mrs. Schiller is here to help. If you take a look behind me, here are some new words you might not know. This word starts with an F. Make the sound for F. Now, sometimes when E is next to another E, like in our sight word see, it makes the E sound. Let's see if we can stretch this out now that we know the sounds it makes. Eels. Feels. Like the snow feels cold. Let's try this word. Oh, I see a word I know. That word is our sight word, to. This says today. Today. Like today we will read a story together. And this last word, it's the opposite of hot. It's how you might feel today. Sometimes the O says its name, O. This says old, cold. You're going to see that word a lot in our story. Here's the title. A Cold Day. Remember, when you read, it's important to use your reading strategies. So that means if you get stuck on a word, look at the picture. Use your eagle eye. And if that doesn't help you, then Use your lips to fish. Get your mouth ready. Look at the first sound and say that sound and think, what would make sense there? What would match the picture? And if that still doesn't work, try to stretch it out. Say all the sounds in the word. Oh man, he looks cold. Look at all that snow. And look, it's so cold, I can see the air. Boys and girls, this first one says, the air feels cold today. Hey, I see the words we worked on. Do you see them too? Touch one of the words we just learned about. Good job. Now you'll notice a lot of the words are the same. The something feels cold today. Now boys and girls, this is where we need our eagle eye. Look at the picture. What is that? What is he touching? It's a car. And I know it's a car because look, that word Mrs. Schiller covered up a little bit. Here's the first letter. Get your mouth ready, make the sound. K. K. It has to be car. There's a car in the picture, and I know R starts with a C. Let's peel it back and see if we were right. Ta-da! The car feels cold today. Let's try another one. I wonder what feels cold today. Use your eagle eye. What is that? It's a tree. And look, Mrs. Schiller covered up a word. The feels cold today. Let's get our mouths ready. T, t. Does tree start with a T? It does. Let's see the rest of the word. We were right. The tree feels cold today. Let's keep going. What could this be? Maybe it's gonna say, the bird feels cold today. Let's try it. Wait a second, that can't be bird. It doesn't start with B. What is he touching that starts like a fence? Let's try that. The fence feels cold today. Brr. Here's our next page. What's he touching? What is that called? Oh, a mailbox. Well, let's look at the word Mrs. Schiller covered up. Get your mouth ready. Mailbox starts like that. Let's uncover it. It is mailbox. I can hear the X at the end. Mailbox. The mailbox feels cold today. Now you try it. When I touch the word, you read it. Good job. This page is tricky. Let's look carefully. He was just at the mailbox. What do you keep in a mailbox? What goes inside? Mail. And look, he's holding some mail. Let's read the words. Get your mouth ready. Mail. The mail feels cold today. What's he touching now? It's this thing. Do you know what that's called? Maybe it's the door. Let's try it. The door, wait, that can't be feels, because that word is feels. The door, handle. The door handle feels cold today. This page is different. He was outside and he looked cold in our other pages, but he doesn't look cold at all in this one. Now, boys and girls, there's a new word on this page. It's one of my favorite words. And it looks like this. This word is good. Like, I did a good job building my snowman. Do you see it on this page? Touch it. Good job, you found it. What do you think he's drinking? What do you like to drink when it's cold? Maybe coffee? No, that's for grown-ups. Usually kids drink hot chocolate. I don't know that word. Hey, let's try to stretch it out. It only has 3 letters. Hot. Hot. I bet it's hot chocolate. The hot chocolate feels good today. And look, that's an exclamation mark. When you see that, say it like you're excited, loud and proud. Ready? Read it with me. The hot chocolate feels good today. I bet it feels good because he felt some cold stuff in our story, and now he's nice and warm. Boys and girls, we've read it together, and now it's your turn to try it by yourself. Have fun!